As cars are getting smarter, as they say, the dashboard, once filled with dials and gauges, is being replaced by an interactive screen. And now automakers are turning to the video game industry for help with the design. But here's what's not getting smarter: drivers. And there are concerns that this new technology could lead to more distracted driving. Kris Van Cleave shows us now what the future of your car may look like.
The 2023 Cadillac Lyriq EV comes with a glimpse of the future, what General Motors calls its new cockpit experience. And if it feels a bit like a video game, that's because it was designed by gamers.
Historically, the exterior was really what made or broke a vehicle, but now it's the combination of the exterior and the interior. It's the digital experience is a big part of that.
Mike Hishme leads GM's cockpit experience team.
You guys have kind of gamified that experience.
Over time, gaming has really influenced the design of not just the digital content that you see on the screens.
A lot of the controls, like the steering wheel controls, are inspired by video game controllers.
Self-described video game nerd Maddie Udi is a GM creative designer.
I'm thinking about what video games are doing that we can not only implement into our vehicle, but also be the next, cutting edge thing for the vehicle.
She's worked on the upcoming Cadillac Celestiq EV. It won't have a traditional dashboard at all. Instead, it's more of a video wall stretching across the front cabin, similar to this Mercedes EV. In fact, several automakers are now using video game technology. The new Ford Mustang screens are powered by the same system used to develop the popular video game Fortnite.
Oh my God. It's the brain of the car. It's the only way that you can communicate with the driver.
Marty Romances runs San Francisco-based Territory Studio, a design firm with its roots in video games and big-budget movies that design the user experience for the Lyriq.
Cars need the same things that we do for movies and games, which is telling a very complex story in a visual language, which is universal, in a way that everyone can understand what's happening.
There's this delicate balance where
Kelly Funkhauser from Consumer Reports has reviewed some of the new display-heavy vehicles.
We're really concerned about the drawing drivers' attention away from the road and putting it onto those screens.
Something the GM cockpit team says it pays a lot of design attention to.
GM uses this simulator to test distraction, to see if something they're putting into the dashboard takes your eyes off the road for too long.
Video game technology is increasingly factoring into car design too, from VR headsets that help speed up the process to this full motion simulator allowing for vehicle testing on a virtual track that looks a lot like the latest racing game. Leveling up the car of the future. For CBS Mornings, I'm Kris Van Cleave in Detroit.
I love a pretty dashboard in a car, but you don't want it to be too fancy-dancy because it can be very distracting.
Yeah. It can be.
But I like the look of it.
Yeah, but once you learn the car,
You're
it's
right.
easy. I took a little bit of a road trip to celebrate my daughter's birthday in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
A couple of hours, and I was actually driving a Cadillac, and the dashboard, once you actually learn how to use it, you forget that you're paying attention to it. So it's not distracting at all.
Really?
Yeah,
It's not?
Yeah, not at all. And then the rearview mirror, you can flip a switch and just turns into a camera. And even my wife was in the passenger seat. She was saying, "Are you distracted right now?" No, didn't have any distractions.
What car was it?
It was the Cadillac Escalade.
Oh, okay.
Plus, they have like a lane correction technology as well. So if you are drifting or distracted for a second, it'll bring you back.
That's right.
I was in one of those this weekend. My friend Nina has a car, and you're driving it, and it does a little bumpy thing. I found that very disoriented.
Yeah.
Yes, I found it very disorienting. I was like, turn that thing off. But it is good. It is good.
It does help.
Nina's a good driver, but that was disorienting, but I think it's all for your safety.
That's right.